heard about Marriage Week in Germany and thought, this is really a good idea.
Yeah.
But we have no time for such thing. We are so busy. But we are in a group of different marriage organizations, and then we talked about what do you think when our events, what we organize anymore, put together a little bit in the Marriage Week and give a sticker on it, Marriage Week, and inform the media and so on. And this we realized and started, and it was great.
In Austria, in fact, Marriage Week was started about 5 years ago, but we were involved earlier with matters of marriage and family. I think it's almost 20 years at least that we had a network in Austria working together with all kinds of family ministries and Christian initiatives for that.
Okay.
And marriage-focused ministries. So, and when Richard brought up the idea into Austria, we just grew out and took out of this network the focus on the Marriage Week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he influenced the idea.
Yeah.
And so the became a wave of ups and downs in the last 5 years to influence others to focus on this week with all different events and formats.
Okay.
The best support is from churches.
Right.
They stand for marriage. Marriage and family is important in the churches, and they do organize events and so.
Within this week or before, afterwards is dinners, marriage courses. We, for example, did in the last couple of years 3 times a marriage course with 24 couples for 7 evenings. Wow. So this was just excellent examples of proposing and strengthening and supporting.
Dinner for two.
Yeah.
It's a marriage course.
Cabaret.
Yeah.
Cabaret, yes. We had a very good speaking cabaretist. He make a very, very good evening about relationships, very funny.
Yeah.
And dancing evenings, film evenings, and breakfast for couples. And
smaller groups, and they meet at home and talk together,
cook together,
and talk about marriage in a small group and
bigger events.
Yes, 400 people.
Oh wow! Yeah. Sounds fantastic the work you're doing.
There was a weekend for couples. And a couple could not afford it, but they thought it would be good to go there, but we have no car.
We have no money.
And no money. And the next day their neighbor came and gave them the key of the car.
Oh, wow.
She said, I'm out of the town the next few weeks and I don't need my car. Can you use it? Maybe you can take it.
Yeah.
And the next one, we have no money for this seminar, and a friend came and they talked about this event, and he said, "What? You make this kind of seminar? This is really great. I'm happy that you go there. Here I will pay for you."
That's amazing.
And then they come and it was the first time they was involved in a hair seminar, in a marriage seminar, and they were so astonished what can bring one weekend a different quality of the relationship. And they said, oh, now we know why we have to be here.
Yeah.
It is a new area of our relationship starts now.
Yeah, and one of our first, I think it was in the second course, we had a young couple. They are living in our village, and we knew them before, and perhaps they were kind of representative for the younger generation, very successful, studying. She is a psychologist in her profession, and he is in a, what do you call, Steuerberater?
Tax counselor.
Tax counselor. So rather successful, and they were kind of cohabitees, like we talked about today. And then they made this marriage course, and afterwards they decided to get married and have children together. And I enjoy this story very much because they are now coming to our events together, and they are also influence other people in that generation. And this was really nice because I think they would not have been married or not would have made this decision, this commitment like they did.
But Renate, I believe our story is even the best story of all. My parents divorced when I was 1 year old, and tomorrow it will be 41 years that I kissed Renate the first time. She was 16 and I 17. But I had no example of a marriage since my parents split up. And so we were together for 5 years, and we split up for 13 years. And Renate was married in this time, not an easy marriage. Her first husband died at a heart attack. And a year later we re-met, and now we are married for 21 years.